Good morning, everybody. Muhammad here, Rights of Fathers. What's going on, dads? I'm going to talk to you guys about family law corruption today. I'm going to talk to you more specifically about 3 scumbags that I dealt with over the course of 10 years dealing with family court. I guess I can indirectly thank you guys for motivating me to create this channel so I can help other fathers. Hopefully my video will save, even if it's one child, I would be successful. So I hope this video reaches the right father in need, and you're able to watch this in time before going through the slaughterhouse, I call it. So the 3 individuals that I'm talking about, it's Thomas J. Walsh, Tara Adolph. I call her Hitler. I mean, what are the chances of her last name being Adolf? And Lee Schuchart. I just call him Shittart because I can't even say his last name. So I don't really plan on these videos. I just kind of talk right off the cuff, so there's no real structure. I don't really have like a step-by-step process. I just kind of just say whatever comes to my mind, and hopefully you guys will find value from this. So my experience with regards to family law corruptions is as follows. Where do I even begin? There's so much that happened over the course of these years. So there's not going to be any chronology. I'm just going to tell you different stories of what my experience was like. All right, so who do we start with? Should we start with Shittart, or should we start with Hitler, or should we start with Thomas J. Walsh? Thomas J. Walsh, you are a true scumbag. True scumbag. So, Thomas J. Walsh, he's a circuit court judge, state of Wisconsin family court. Look him up, guys. Brown County. I'll drop all their info under this description. So, like I said, over the course of 10 years, dealing with these guys, the number one thing is, obviously, I've preached this over and over again, that they are against fathers. I mean, there's no, I don't need any proof. You guys already know. The family court here is all about basically separating a father from their child, or at least limiting, parenthood or fatherhood, right? They try to put a clamps on it, because what they really want is they want the state to be the one in full control of the child, because that's how they're able to indoctrinate, the future, the children. And we all know what happens in public schools and all the horror stories from family court. So like I said, I don't know if this is your first time watching this video, but initially I really didn't know what I was doing, so I started out with an attorney. The attorney, he was pretty much like an average attorney. Like, he wasn't anything special. When I had consultation with him, I went through the whole ordeal with him, letting them know, hey, we had an agreement. The opposing party violated the agreement, so this is a slam dunk case. Here's all the proof, the documentation. And of course he was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be nothing. This is, in fact, Tara Adolph, the attorney, the opposing party's attorney, I actually trained her, so I know everything about her. This is gonna be an easy case. So we're going through the court process, and at this point we haven't reached the to the point where we get to see the circuit court judge. So everybody knows, you know, when you start like a custody dispute proceeding, the first court official that you face is a court commissioner. Her name is Phoebe Mix. You know, she's honestly not that bad. You know, she's pretty honorable. Like, I mean, but she's only a court commissioner, so she just has to follow the rules. You know. So we're going through the proceeding. It's supposed to be a slam dunk case, and you know, we're like a year into the case, and you know, nothing is happening. We're just going through hearing. You know, he's just running his tabs, charging me for like sending emails, for phone calls. When one time when I looked at the bill, he honestly had to send like 3 letters to the school just to get my son's records. You know, I've actually already given him the records, but he wanted to get the certified copies, and he had to send him like 3 letters because they wouldn't release it to him, because you know he had to prove that, you know, he had the right to access those records, you know, especially my son's medical records. But I think that was all just part of his game to just overcharge me. So fast forward, we're all the way up to like, I believe it was like the pre-trial conference or something like that, and